Welcome to Empowered, the weekly magazine show which celebrates the biggest, best and most dynamic subjects each week, while entertaining our lovely audience, of course. I'm Melissa.
And hello, I'm Spencer. With International Women's Day globally celebrated on the 8th of March this year, we wanted to celebrate the power of women and equality by exploring just a small sample of the different success stories within our great North East area.
We have so many great people to highlight tonight, so first up we have our very own lecturer, Eleanor Tomlinson, who invited us to share a new expanding business over at the Riverside Business Park. Our team joined her to share a snippet of what her day is like.
Let's take a look at Ellie's day.
My name's Ellie Tompkinson. I'm the founder of Collab Media. We're a Stockton-based social media consultancy supporting businesses with their social media management, social media training and branding. Today is an office-based day and I'm going to share with you how I spend my day and what I get up to as a social media consultant but also a director and CEO. I come into the office around kind of 8:30, start off with checking my emails, going through my diary and checking what appointments I've got and then get started on my day. So we manage a range of social media platforms from Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, so constantly checking in on them and seeing how our client accounts are growing. Tend to have a weekly meeting with the team and sit down and brainstorm ideas on how we can progress our clients and what we need to create that week. And then we tend to kick off the day with a site visit and visiting our clients, so we're very much feet on the ground and seeing what our clients are up to. Then we kind of sit down at the end of the day, go through the content that we've produced. I like to say I finish at 5 o'clock, but I don't think it's happened in 7 years I've run the business. I do tend to stay a bit later. If I could give myself advice 10 years ago, it'd be trust your gut and kind of follow your own instinct and kind of be true to yourself. I try not to be someone I'm not, and if I've faced difficulty I'm very open and honest with that, and also that's helped me build my confidence and just to kind of go with what I think, and I'd like to think I carry on that way. It's going to be a success.
Seems like such a busy day. I'm sure everyone slept really well that night.
Absolutely. So amazing to see Ellie lighting the way for so many young females in our area. And we enjoyed in the studio today by another amazing business owner who is also a lecturer at Teesside University. Please welcome Abby Denison.
Abby is the creator of the phenomenally successful Instagram magazine Sunday Girl, a magazine created to champion women all around the world, built on the motto, "These girls can."
Hello. Hello, thank you for joining us. It's really great to have you here.
Thank you, it's great to be here.
We wanted to start by asking you what inspired you to start the Sunday Girl magazine.
So I started Sunday Girl while I was at university. I was in my final year and it was for a final major project. We all had to make a magazine. I was studying fashion journalism at the time and I came up with the concept of Sunday Girl, which was going to be sort of like intellectual girl talk and fashion, something that I thought I really was missing when I was growing up. From when I was about 15, 16, I was reading Cosmopolitan and Vogue and Look magazine, and I didn't feel like anything was really targeting at me, especially being from and living in the northeast as well, and kind of that sort of thing. I didn't feel like I was reading what I wanted to read, so I was trying to make a magazine that was filling the gaps and a little bit of a niche for women who wanted to read something a little bit more eloquent, with something a little bit about girl power and feminism and fashion, and mixing it all together.
That's brilliant.
It's really grown strength from strength. Your latest pre-order has Laura Whitmore on it, which is incredible. What was it like working with such an amazing woman?
Oh, it's been amazing working with Laura Whitmore, and the collaboration came about because she's got a new Sunday morning chat show on ITV at 8:30 every week, kicking off from last week, and we kind of did a collaboration as she's the new Sunday morning girl and we're Sunday Girl, so it was a really nice partnership. It's been so amazing working with her. She's such an inspirational person, and what you see on the TV and in the interviews, she's really like in real life. She's really lovely and such a nice person, and she's so generous with her time as well. I wasn't actually there at the shoot because I was teaching at the university that day, but I was kept really updated throughout the shoot. And we've done the interview kind of like over voice note and stuff like that, so we've kept in touch a lot. She's helping out a little bit with our launch as well on Sunday. She's just been really great, and I would have sent her loads of free copies, but she actually bought loads of copies when the date was pre-ordered, so that just shows how like supportive she is.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yous are both such an inspiration to women all over the world, always advocating for feminism and equality. It's amazing.
And to support other women thrive and grow within the business, you've created a networking event for people to attend to. Can you tell me what you're trying to achieve with this?
Yeah, so the networking event is basically just trying to bring the pages of Sunday Girl to life every issue. We do one kind of coinciding with each launch, with each issue launch. So we sort of bring any features or any interviewees that we can from the North East together to talk on the panel, or just to kind of network and come together as a collective. It's open to the public, so any readers can come along. This one's at the Town Hall in the Crypt. They really have grown since we started. We started off in a venue with about 20 people, then that sold out, we went to 40 people, then we had 80 the next one. Tickets sold out really fast.
Wow.
And then this one we have like a massive capacity, so we're just growing every time we do it, which is really great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really, really good.
Thank you so much for joining us. Just quickly before we move on, if you give yourself advice 10 years ago, anything, what would it be?
So 10 years ago I'd be 19, and I think I'd have just started the concept for the magazine, thinking about what I would want to do in the next year. Initially my lecturers didn't really love the concept of Sunday Girl. No shade, but they were all men of a certain age, and they didn't love the name Sunday Girl either. And I would really just say stick to your guns on that, because it obviously has done pretty well.
That is very, very wise words, Abby. Thank you very much for joining us.
Next up, we have a bright and exciting engineer who is pushing boundaries further in her career within a sector primarily dominated by men. Millie and her team went to the nuclear power station at Hartlepool to meet with Nikki Hopper, who is an engineer, to discuss her journey, the road she's travelled and where she's gone today, and her plans for inspiring future generations. Let's have a look.
My name's Nicola Hopper. I'm Assistant Shift Manager at Hartlepool Power Station.
Hi Nikki, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview with us today for our new show Empowered.
No problem, thanks for having me.
We are highlighting 4 key aspects of women working in different jobs and industries, and one of those is the STEM industry. How did you get here? What route did you take?
So I applied for a few areas, and this was one of them. I think I did my interview in this very room, believe it or not. So I did a year in training and went over to the sister station, which is Lancaster, Heysham 1, and got into the control room, and just something clicked. I knew I wanted to be in this, and I knew I wanted to be in the control room. There's loads and loads of different functions at this site, but I really, really wanted to be hands on the controls, directly controlling these reactors.
Would you say you felt as though you had the same opportunities as men in this industry?
I think diversity is seen as a real value now. It's seen as something that's a good thing. It's brought to a lot of different dimensions to the table.
What advice would you give to yourself 10 years ago?
But you don't have to know where your end point is. You just sort of either have to know what your next step is, do what interests you, or you can pick what your end point is going to be and sort of take your different opportunities when you get there.
Massive shout out to Nikki there for having us and showing us around. What a supremely talented individual who has studied long and hard to get to where she is now.
What an amazing woman. Now we come to my favourite part of the show, films. What has been happening? Robbie tells the latest and greatest from the silver screen.
Thanks, Melissa. Last year was a great year for women in film. After Sun won a BAFTA for Best Director, Blue Jean took home a British Independent Film Award, and Woman King was packed with fantastic action and thought-provoking storytelling. Not only this, but this year is looking fantastic for female-directed movies, with the films Rye Lane and Past Lives receiving rave reviews by audiences and critics. For those who are looking for a blockbuster experience, however, there will be plenty of female-led films that will have your eyes glued to the screen. In late July, the Barbie movie will release in cinemas. Little is known about the film, and despite the doll's controversial history, this movie is looking to be a subversive and interesting twist on Barbie, with Margot Robbie taking the role as a titular character alongside Ryan Gosling as Ken. Coming November, we also have The Marvels. After Eternals and Black Widow, the Marvel Cinematic Universe returns with their third female-directed superhero movie, which unites fan favourite Captain Marvel with a superpowered superfan, Miss Marvel. Expect action, adventure, and a few surprises from this massive project. With women embracing equity in the film industry, it has led to these fantastic and unique stories coming to life on the big screen, and, in doing so, has led to us crying our eyes out at Aftersun and laughing our heads off at Cocaine Bear. I hope everyone keeps an eye out on these films, and I hope you all enjoy them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Robbie. Amazing work there. I cannot wait to see those, especially Barbie. It looks like so much fun.
It really does, doesn't it? Up next, we wanted to give you, the viewers, a chance to share your amazing heroes and inspirations with us. We sent our roving reporter Neve out to the Teesside University campus to see who is really directing the narrative of successful women in the North East and why they are so important to us. So let's see what they have to say.
Hi there, today we're on the Teesside University campus asking people who their most inspirational females are. Let's get started.
Probably my mum.
Why?
She's always been a single parent.
Yeah.
She's raised 3 of us. She's only a teaching assistant, you know. But yeah, I'd probably say my mum.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Lupita Nyong'o. I like her style in her acting, and I'm really engaged in the way that she displays herself and her range of acting roles.
My mum,
How come?
because she came to this country from Spain when she was 18, not knowing anything about the culture, anything about the language.
So my biggest female inspiration is Rihanna. Yeah, because she goes for what she wants, even if there's so much pressure on her to do some other thing. And she's just a force to reckon with right from time. So yeah, she inspires me to be myself, do what I really want to do, despite their societal challenges, societal norms, like you should follow these particular steps to do what you have to do. But she just goes for it, and I'm a go-getter. I just go for it. So yeah.
Brilliant, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Some amazing answers there.
We are so blessed to have so many amazing women in our lives, and to end our segment this week, we can welcome one of our very own aspiring media students into the studio to sing for us.
And that is all from us. We shall see you next week. Take care and have a good night.
Please welcome live Jenna Moore, who is singing her version of Scar to Your Beautiful by the wonderful Alicia Cara.
She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limit. She craves attention. She praises an image she prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the light that's shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Baby, we're made of blind, so she tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. 'Cause cover girls don't cry after the face is made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world can change its heart. No scars till you're beautiful, we're stars and we're beautiful. No better you than the you that you are. No better life than the life we're living. No better time for you shine, you're a star. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world can change its heart. No scars till you're beautiful, we're stars and we're beautiful. And you don't have to change a thing, the world can change its heart. No scars till you're beautiful, we're stars and we're beautiful.